I made it to Athens.
My life. Loves the sunshine. Sunshine. Sunshine.
All right, good morning. This is the Amalfi Coast in Italy.
Everybody loves the sunshine.
See that view?
Folks get down in the sunshine.
Three ties for $20. This is Sorrento, Italy. Everything here is basically inexpensive. I'm not gonna say cheap because it's good quality stuff. It's inexpensive. Leather goods are inexpensive here also. It's just the smell of leather. I'm walking down this, I don't want to, I guess in America it would be called an alley, but this is just a marketplace. Have everything here, like a bunch of leather goods, a bunch of leather stores, things like bags like Louis Vuitton purses. Like every woman here has one. It's almost like a few years ago when all of the American women had Coach purses, and it's just, that was a sign of the time. So it's like here, everyone has a Louis Vuitton bag. It's like you see women trying to get a purse and they'll offer them a Louis Vuitton bag and they'll say, bah, like that's like a Louis here is so passe. Like who doesn't, they don't want them here or they already have them. Sorrento is the home of limoncello. That's the, it's like a lemon flavored liqueur. Walking the streets, well, earlier, and it's just lemons on the vine. Look. You can just walk and just lemon trees. They had lemon trees or vines or something like that hanging up on scaffolding. I would assume that this is one of their main exports.
Hello, free for you?
Yes. Oh, that's good. Can't take none of this back. Oh, this is so good. What's this one?
Limoncello regular, 35% alcoholic, 35% alcoholic, 35% alcoholic. It's the strongest.
35% alcohol. Oh.
Capricciosa e margherita talo 40.
Authentic Italian pizza. You know what? I just had the best pizza of my life here in Pompeii. Yes, Pompeii, where Mount Vesuvius and all that. I'm in Pompeii. I just had the best pizza. Here, it's all about the sauce and the bread. I mean, it's not really a lot of cheese or anything, but it's like back home, you can talk about Sbarro all you want now. Now that I've eaten this tastes, it reminds me of Sbarro pizza. Yeah, I know we like Pizza Hut and we like Hideaway, that's the favorite. But man, best pizza of my life, hands down, in Pompeii, Italy. Wow. I'm taking a tour of Pompeii where they did some gladiator fighting. These are basically the jail cells where the gladiators were housed. They're small rooms, and this is where they were trained. So the gladiators they had to fight 24 times, but their 24 times could take forever depending on politicians, and like if the politicians wanted to get something passed by the Romans were basically bloodthirsty, and they liked to see that, so they would have the games to get people on their side, much like politicians today. If they want something passed, they do whatever, they basically like a rally to get the people on their side to do that. And if they survive their 24 fights, then they would get their liberty. They would sign a contract. They would be slaves or people that were bought, or mercenaries, or just people that were jailed, did a crime, and they were forced to be gladiators. Talking about living close to your neighbors. If you think you live close to your neighbors now, these places are right next door. I mean, of course they're next door, but it's like separated by a wall, and then a place about the size of current living rooms, and then another wall. That right there was basically what they would call basically a party room. So this is a rich person's house, and they would invite their friends over, and said that they would just eat and drink and eat and drink. They knew excess, and said, you know, belching or burping was acceptable at the time. It showed that you accepted, or whatever the host was giving you was good, that you liked it. And said even some of the most overeaters said that they would throw up their food. They would put 2 fingers down their throat, throw up, just to make more room to eat. They believe in excess, like I said, excess food, sex, alcohol, or whatever they drank at the time. And the guide said they knew fully about sex, drugs, and rock and roll here in Pompeii.
Is it the working that very small propeller? I will just win, no? Mama is coming, okay? Mama is coming.
That right there was what those pictures look like. That was the brothel. That was the whorehouse. That was where the women would lure the men in, and men would pay for sex. The pictures are authentic and original, haven't been touched. So back then, before, prostitution was legal, and they added to the economy. They paid their taxes and all of that. But then, of course, after they were converted to Christianity, prostitution became legal, but of course you could still gamble. Those are bones. What they did was, that was a box with bones inside. And for what they did to thieves was they put ash in there, and they put the thieves in there. And because of the ash was toxic, the ash was toxic. So what they did was, when they put them in there, they would slowly die from breathing the toxic fumes from the ash inside their box. Don't steal from the Pompeians, or the rich ones. This right here is a road, a typical road made from lava rock, original road from then. A lot of the streets were always covered with animal feces or just stuff, trash, where they did, you know, donkeys. And a lot of the Roman, all of the Roman guards wore leather sandals in summer and in winter. So they had these stepping stones. Oh, go ahead. They had these stepping stones they would use to get on to the sidewalk and get to the next house. So not to be walking in donkey dung. This right here is the city center. This is where like people hung out, and basically, like I said, it's the city center. They were just come and chill and, hey, meet me where you want to meet. Let's meet at the city center. And Mount Vesuvius you could see it. So I imagine the people were just running like crazy, seeing it erupt and spew lava, you know, miles and miles in the sky, and, you know, just ash and everything. Just, I don't know if you can tell from video, but it's right there. It's just right there.